Hi. So this is Terry from Terrific Cards, and thanks for joining me for my live today. And today we're going to be doing casing the catalog. So basically, casing is copy and share everything, although there's a few different terms for it, but it's basically about finding a sample that's already been made and copying that. You need to make sure that you give credit to whoever you're copying it from and recreating it, either using the same supplies a little bit differently or using different supplies. So today I found a sample in the catalog, in the annual catalog, that I'm going to be recreating using some supplies that I have. So, welcome. And it's a beautiful day in Airdrie today and just afternoon. So, let's get started. All right. So, I've got this is my catalog. Oh, let's see here. We'll switch my view to there. There we go. All right. So, this is the catalog. And this is the sample that we're going to be doing here. All right, so they've used, I think, probably a petal pink and the Circle Sayings stamp set and some DSP. We're not going to be using those products. We're going to use what I have. So let's set that aside. And this is the Beautiful Balloons stamp set that we're going to use. All right. And so I am going to get started here. So I already have everything pre-cut to make it easier. So we're going to fold our card base just like this. There, bone folder, it's already cut and scored. So it was cut at 8.5 by 5.5. And we're going to score it at 4.25. All right, so we'll set that aside. This is my piece of card front. So it was cut at 5.25 by 4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Happy Birthday stamp. And so I'm going to use the Stamparatus that I have. And you can use whatever you have. So if you have a stamp positioner, if you have the Stamparatus or another one, you can go ahead and use that. And if you don't have any of those, you can just freehand this part. All right, so I'm going to place that down there. Let's see where that's positioned. That's not where I want it to be. So I am going to place my stamp. We're going to bring it in just a little bit here. We're going to place it up there. Get that how I want it to be. There we go. Okay. So we're going to ink it up with some bubble bath. That's the color cardstock that we're using as well. So we're going to ink that with bubble bath. And we're going to do tone on tone stamping. So let's get that there. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the plates down 2 spots. And I'm going to ink that again. All right. And there we go. And I am going to ink it one more time. And move it down. 4. And step again. All right, so I've got 3 there. So now I'm going to bring this back up to the top. And I am going to just going to clean it off just a bit here. Gently. All right, we're going to move that. Just dry that off just a little bit because I don't want the moisture on there. So we're going to offset it just slightly from what I've already stamped. gonna stamp that. Oh, yeah, still some moisture in there. All right. Okay, so we're going to stamp that again. And move it down to all right, so there we go. So we have stamped this 3 times in one spot and then twice just offset slightly to the side. Okay, so let's put this back together, close up our ink pad here. There we go. We'll take that out of there and we will move this out of the way. Okay, so now we've got that. We're going to take our circle. So I cut the circle out of stylish shape dots. Thank you. I couldn't come up with that name. So I'm going to use the berry burst. And I'm going to stamp this a couple of times on here. There we go. And we're going to use some black here. Stamp the strings. Perfect. Okay, I just want to clean that off just a bit there. All right, so we got the strings. So now I'm taking this sentiment here. It is, let's get our celebration on, and it's from the stamp set. So what I've done is I've already taken it and placed it. So with the photopolymer stamp sets, you can actually bend them a little bit to get them where you want them to be. So what I did was I took it and I placed the stamp onto my circle and kind of positioned it so where I wanted it, around there. And then I put the block on top just to pick it up. All right, so that was already set up. So I'm going to take some black ink and I am going to, so it doesn't look like black on the top there. Make sure we get a good stamped image on there. All right. There we go. Let's get our celebration on. So we've got that stamped now. Okay, next step is we're going to take this, and I've got some of the specialty designer series paper, the vellum, from this suite, from the beautiful balloon suite. And I'm going to take my circle and I'm going to put some dimensionals on here. And while I'm at it, I am also going to put some dimensionals on this card piece. All right, so we can get that ready to go for our card front as well. Oops, it's getting away from me there. Because it doesn't have any. There we go. And I want to use, for me, I want to use a few dimensionals so that I don't get sagging in different areas when this is popped up. I want them to hold in all of the space. So I add a few more. All right, and I'm just going to pop that onto my card front. Okay, and so we're going to go back to this. So we've got our circles. We're going to get that ready. So as I'm sure you know, with vellum, you can see through it. I mean, you can see right there due to my glass mat. So I'm going to put this on here first. So I just want to place it on my card front. So I get an idea of where it's going to go. And then I'm going to place my circle just on top of that. I'm going to pull that off. And then I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal and I'm just going to add some adhesive here. And I'm only doing it behind the circle so that you won't see it. And then I'll take my card back and I will just put that on the card front. There we go. So we have this cute little card. See that? Oh, I think that's upside down, isn't it? There we go. So there you go. That's your card. This is one that I had made earlier. So yeah, nice and simple. The idea was already in the catalog. Here, we'll show you again. So there's the catalog and there's my card. So kind of the same. We've got the card base, we've got the extra piece, we've got some stamping here in tone on tone, and we've got our DSP and our circle. You can step that up by adding, instead of stamping directly onto the circle, you could die cut the balloons and put them right onto the circle there to pop them up. So that would add a little bit. Or you could also, if you have some gold embellishments, you could go ahead and add those to the front of the card. Maybe even do some embossing with the words. And another trick with this DSP is if you just want these little gold circles, all you would have to do is find a little circle punch that's about that size and go ahead and pop those out of there. All right, cut this up. So there you go. I hope that's given you some ideas. Let's go back to me. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And don't forget, if you have some bonus coupons, don't forget to use those this month. They're only good until the 31st. And yeah, all right. We'll hopefully see you next week again with some more brilliant ideas. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.